for me. Personally, it's always been where if I get my hands in the right place, everything kind of falls into line in terms of balance at the plate, approach, takes, swings, aggression at the plate. Like everything literally just kind of falls back into place. I'm like, oh God, thank God, there it is. Instead of just like guessing on the pitch or reaching out at pitches, now I'm just like, I'm confident and waiting for anything that's in the zone. So I think I'm very happy with where things are.
You clearly thought you would hit that out, right? So what?
I didn't clearly thought I hit it out. What I thought I saw was like a little bounce and then back.
Okay.
But then I just celebrated because I saw the first base ump signaling. So I never got to see a replay or anything until later, and was just wishful thinking after that. But what do you think?
I was confused how you ended up at third.
I did too. I thought if anything, if they're not ruling a home run, I thought it might have been second and third, because usually it just becomes a double, but they're saying that Hosey was past it and I was there, so I understand how they could put me at third. But once I thought they were overturning it, obviously I'm thinking the worst, and okay, relocking in that I'm at second base, so I was getting both of our helmets, and Hosey's like, don't touch my helmet. But hey, we'll take it, because we ended up scoring as a big run.
Yeah. And I just meant because you were like trotting around the bases, and they're still like
Yeah,
as you cross home plate, they threw it to home.
Yeah,
like,
I don't know. So that's not. I would rather just have the home run. It'd make it easier for everyone then. If they want to change it.
Tito said, like, Hosey gets on, and Tito said it was a bunt situation. He said he left it up to you what you wanted to do in that situation.
Usually we're on the same page. I bunted earlier in the game, and thought about it again, and thought about not doing it the first time I did it too. I was feeling good, but my gut as a baseball player, first and foremost, was telling me this is the right play right now. I have confidence in Berto behind me, and he came through, and fortunately this time went exactly how you hope it does when you get the bunt down. So it was there. I was just feeling too good at the plate, and this time it was a righty, and if you want to go back and look at it, the guy who Jimenez is the guy at the last at bat on that Saturday that I found it. So I had a plan and was waiting for him again, and you could almost line it up at bats. That 2-2 slider that I took this time was exactly one that I swung at in Detroit, and I think I said it out loud, I was like, that's what we call a memory right there and at the plate. But I think there's a lot of things that happened to get to that point of this game. You got to tip your cap that I want to make a point of to say that Hosey's hustled on the line right before that. And I really don't want to forget Nick Goody coming in and getting out of the bases loaded jam. I think those need to be recognized, and how good of a team effort this was, and what a fun game this was.
What was your vantage point of Naquin's play?
Probably the best one on the field. Running back and watching it kind of all unfold, where his first couple steps were, I was like, oh crap, this is a double in the gap again. And I think he said it went into the lights for a second. Once he came out of the lights, he realized he could get it, so you could see him kind of reroute and cut it right back across. And if he would have hesitated at all after that, he wouldn't have gotten to it. But I mean, what a play that was, and the throw was a laser, so that was awesome.
Just going back to tagging up and scoring, what was the winning run from third? How did it feel going through Bobby Wilson there?
You know, it's tough because he lined up to the outside to start, and runners were taught to go to the outside. So, and that I want to look at whoever's telling me the guy on deck should be kind of instructing me, but you're so locked in, it's hard to really like pay attention. And at the last second, he came up the line and cut me off in the middle, not really giving me a lane. So I think at the last second, I was just like, hey, there's no head first slide here. There's nothing. You better go straight middle 5-hole on him and keep that foot down, because a lot of guys really don't know how to slide into home plate. And whether I see a lot of feet come up and they're tagged by the time the foot comes down, so I'd keep my foot down and have it drag across. And I turned around and saw him with the ball and going like this, and I was like, you got to be. Yeah, I thought the worst again.
You never put a tag
but once he called safe, and I went immediately to look at it down below in the replay and saw he never tagged me, so I was like, okay, good.
Thanks, Kip.
You got it.